toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's York. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bruins offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Fires to the right. Off it in. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the James Madison Dukes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that
doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse,
turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Slater. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick. Get down there and make sure they limit that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Makes the grab. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Trying play action. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48. Line before he stopped on the return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Slater.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On the move, it's Slater. There he goes. Explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Slater. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. On to attempt the try. I'm not sure anyone even breathed. at running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it out. It's York. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Fights off a defender. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling. They've got a first down here. The period. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Quickly to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Bruins come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Slater. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
On the direct snap, it's Slater. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Tight end now in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. It's Slater. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the running back. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. On the move. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. And he's dragged down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets it. The 23.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. And
they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air. It's Lockett. Gets it out fast. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take...
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
James Madison, 24, UCLA, 6.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this